Welcome back. We are getting a look at the first official photos from Saturday's royal wedding. Newlyweds Harry and Meghan, now known as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, beaming as they're joined by other members of the royal family and Meghan's mother, Doria Raglan. Another photo shows the couple surrounded by their bridesmaids and page boys, including Prince George and Princess Charlotte. This one, of course, you just saw the two of them wrapped in each other's arms. Some beautiful photos from Kensington Palace. Well, the wedding itself was full of standout moments that leaned away from conventions and expectations. Bishop Michael Curry, an American preacher who also is the presiding bishop of the Episcopal Church, gave an address in a style familiar to many American worshippers. But it was a new experience for many of the British attendants. He mentioned slavery and the healing power of love, and he quoted from Martin Luther King Jr.
The late Dr. Martin Luther King once said, and I quote, "We must discover the power of love, the redemptive power of love. And when we do that, we will make of this old world a new world." If you don't believe me...
Well, our Christian Armenpour spoke to Bishop Curry just a short time ago about how the royal wedding reflected a more modern society.
The wonderful thing about it is the royal family all made this possible. They made all of this possible. And I suspect that in some wonderful and small way, I got a feeling God was trying to send a message not just to them, but maybe to the whole human family, that the truth is no matter who we are, no matter our station in life, we actually come from the same God. And last time I checked, even in the world of biology, if you have the same parent, you are related to that person. And the truth is we got the same parent, which means we are all related, whether we are royal or not, whether we are black or white, red, yellow, brown, gay, straight, rich, poor, no matter the nationality, no matter the religion, we all come from the same God. And if that's true, then we are brothers and sisters, and we're meant to be our sister's keeper and our brother's keeper. And my friend, we'd have a very different world if we all lived like that.
We certainly would. Reverend Michael Curry there. Well, it was a union which melded British and American traditions, a fusion seen and heard through the gospel music of the Kingdom Choir. It's performed for royals on many occasions, including the Queen's Jubilee and the 2007 concert to honour Princess Diana. But this was its first performance at a royal wedding. Have a listen to the rendition of Stand By Me.
So darling, darling, stand by me, stand by me. Ooh, stand by me, stand by me.
An unbelievable performance with the choir's conductor, founder and director Karen Gibson joined me from London a short time ago. I asked her what it felt like to perform at the royal wedding.
It felt like a moment in time, not just an event. It felt like it was an experience. It was a happening, and just wonderful to be a part of such a beautiful moment for us.
It really was wonderful. Stand By Me, of course, is a love song, but it also is a political song. It rose to prominence in the 60s during the civil rights movement. It's been recorded, covered by more than 400 artists.
Yeah.
Why did the bride and groom choose it? Did they explain the reasons?
They actually didn't explain the reason, and I thought it was an unusual choice for a wedding. I didn't know that it was a political, a protest song, if you like. But what we did find out is that it was actually originally inspired by a spiritual. That gave us, as people of faith, context for the song. So we sung it as a love song, yes, but it's also a statement of our faith.
And the other song you sang, This Little Light of Mine, I just want to play for our viewers right now, just a short clip, which was sung at the end of the ceremony.
Yeah, yeah.
Those voices, unbelievable. I mean, it sounds like you're lifting the roof of that chapel there. That was also a protest song from the 60s. Was that a way for Meghan to honour her American heritage?
You know, I have to be honest, and I will say I did not have this conversation with Meghan. What I did hear is that she had heard it somewhere and she really liked this version. It's actually, it was a medley of Amen and This Little Light of Mine. So the song starts with Amen. So listen, I've grown up in the Pentecostal church. I've been singing these songs for years. This has never been about protests, no political connotations at all for me. So I was quite surprised to find all this history out. So we're singing it as songs of faith. And I just automatically thought that it would be the same for Meghan. So maybe she's honouring her American heritage. I don't know. I can't comment.
Now, you co-founded this incredible choir 20 or so years ago.
Yeah.
You've won numerous awards. Tell us what went into the performances we saw at the royal wedding. How much rehearsal did you do?
I'm going to be honest, we didn't have that much rehearsal, simply because we didn't get the call too long before the day, about 2 months, and then it was a matter of coordinating people, making sure that we got enough members for the date. I couldn't really tell people what we were doing. I just had to say, are you available on this date? It's big, I need you to be there, but I can't tell you what it's about. So, you know, there was all that kind of preparation that went on. We had about 2 proper rehearsals, and then we had some, you know, acoustic rehearsals and rehearsals with the BBC that we had to do, staging rehearsals, if you like.
So how did the members of your choir react when you told them this would be a performance at the royal wedding?
They were gobsmacked. Oh, I don't know if that's an American term.
Gobsmacked, we know.
No, all right. So they were very surprised. They were blown away by it. And, you know, I'm going to be honest again and say I got the call. And when I got the call, I said, you're joking, right? And the person on the other end of the line went very silent. And then I said, you're not joking, are you? This is for real. But even then, I didn't believe it for weeks after.
A lot of commentators pointed out that they haven't seen sort of an audience, you know, a crowd in that chapel that diverse in 7 centuries.
Yeah. I've heard that this is the case. I've not visited the chapel before, so I can't really comment. I understand that it's quite unusual, but this is multicultural Britain. Britain is diverse, and it's wonderful to see that the royal family are diverse. They're, you know, they're modern, they are approachable, they are relevant, and I think this can only be a great thing for Britain.
And have you had any reaction from Meghan, from Harry, from any of the royal family to those incredible performances by your choir?
I have to say, we haven't heard from them as yet. I think they're a little bit preoccupied as newlyweds. So I think they've got other things on their mind. So we haven't heard from them. When Prince Charles was walking down the aisle, however, he looked into her eyes and looked so approving, nodding his head. And he did make some comments. I didn't hear what he said, but I think he was very much in approval.
What a wonderful lady and awesome choir. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Quest Means Business is next.